Hey, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, and give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash, the honors and the elders, apostles, great millstone, the elders, great millstone, and of course, peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, the sincere servants of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Samram, and truth and sincerity. Yes, so we're coming back with another lesson through spirit. This lesson will be based off of course, from nationalnews.com, which I came across an article which reads, Critics slam WHO for declaring war against meat and calling for a worldwide shift to plant-based diet by 2025. Yeah, man, and as we move on day by day, you get, even crazier and crazier news that pops up. Well, not too long ago, yeah, basically Bill Gates saying that, or not even, just one of these CC people, you know what I mean, saying that basically cows and cattle and farm animals are, basically rising CO2 just by breathing alone, and basically we gotta lessen them because of that. Hey, these are the people who are ruling. These are the people who have power over laws. They have power over their money. What, the elite international bankers? They're the ones who, push for this. This is their agenda. So it says, critic of skewering the world. You see that? This word right here. It says, skewering the WHO for using scare tactics to convince the world that avoiding meat is in the best, or is in the planet's best interest. Yeah, and keep in mind these guys, whatever these guys say is the planet's best interest. But, apparently you have to listen to that. Just because they have this high seat, yeah, you have to listen to them, right? They can say hello to anything that's completely pseudoscience, that's completely not backed up by, any scientifically, or it's not even backed up by, evidence or nothing. But they can just say it. They can use pseudoscience. And it says the head of WHO, Tedros Adhanom, said at the recent COP28 conference that the world should shift to a plant-based diet in order to reduce global greenhouse gas emissions. It says our food systems are harming the health of our people and planet, he said. Food systems contribute to over 30% of greenhouse gas emissions and account for almost 1/3 of the global burden of disease. Yeah, and these guys can just... And then, here you have it, Esau probably using technicalities. If these numbers are even true, Esau will go out of his way to prove this number right here, these numbers. But what the point is, none of this is making sense. Esau just wants to move closer and closer to this environmental CC, agenda, and as well as many other things, We already know that, again, Esau wants more control. He wants to bring down the population. He definitely wants to, limit the foods, limit the resources we have access to. And, I'm speaking mainly to us Israelites. Esau, he's after our people. I mean, Margaret Sanger herself said that, basically they wouldn't want, or how did that quote go? Basically that they're trying to keep our people from knowing that, they're really after us. Basically paraphrasing that quote she made. So we understand that Esau's after our people. But what? There's just another step to, this new society that Esau wants to transition to. So it says he estimates that 8 million lives could be saved each year with this one change, although shifting away from red meat has been recommended for many years for health reasons. His motivation, of course, is good to eat meat in moderation. You're not supposed to be going crazy because, you can get sick, but moderation is key. It says, but what, these devils want to completely hoard away all the meat because, hey, you already know, you think the elites, you think the elites are going to be eating plant-based diets, man, and, bugs and insects because we already know they want to transition into everyone having a diet of insects. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and look that up. I'm not, just pulling that out of nowhere. So it says, his motivation here appears to be purely environmental, with a context note on a video of him declaring war on meat, noting that sea change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns, mainly caused by human activities. And if Esau was so concerned about the environment, he would completely change the direction of this whole society. But, Esau wouldn't want to give up, but this new age, basically, there's this new age society that we're in. Everything's ran off of technology, factories, cars, fuel, which, it's all causing pollution. Esau's not willing to give that up. Esau loves his society, the way he got it set up. He does, because the best way to live, the best way for the earth is the ancient way. The way how we are living anciently, but we already know we can't live that way with us being in this society right now. But the point is, if these devils were so, focused on cleaning up the environment and, really healing the earth, they would, they'll completely change the way, this entire society into a more ancient manner. Basically not with these factories or cars or just, all the stuff that causes pollution onto the earth. So it says, Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and the right grievousness which they have prescribed. Exactly, man. So, yeah, the right unrighteous decrees, that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, and laws like this are grievous. And, and as well as unrighteous, because here you have it, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahshai already made the earth in a perfect manner. And he put cattle and he put animals on earth for, a certain reason. He put cattle, he put, bison. He put birds and, just again, different type of clean animals, that we can eat, that's meant for consumption. And here you have Esau trying to do away with it. And as well, for thousands of years, you had basically the ancient way was thriving, right? Cattle, obviously the farming was going on. Was there any CC complaints or whatever that the earth is getting blah 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 and the environment is getting messed up? Because nah, man. So we already know this is something that Esau just making up. Here you had for thousands of years there's no problem with the ancient way or farms and agriculture. Now Esau saying it's a problem, but again he'll never talk about the things that are actually causing pollution. If he does, he'll just put it basically behind a charity and make you feel bad for it like it's your fault. And just make you donate, giving more money to him when he could easily solve the problem overnight. So it says Psalm chapter 73 and 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." Yeah, and the elite international bankers, Esau. Well, we already know Esau, of course. The biblical Edomites are what the Caucasians, the so-called white people. When we read Job chapter 9:24, we see how the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And then it also said how he covereth the faces of the judges thereof, meaning he covereth, first and foremost, the ultimate judge, which is the Lord Yahweh, the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His Son Yahweh Shai. What, He went ahead and put His image on our Lord, and His Son. And he basically covered up what their image is, and He put His image on them. That's why, you got this image of Jesus Christ, which is not even the Messiah's name. But they went ahead and put on basically this depiction, which stems from Cesare Borgia, of basically a white, long-haired demon Edomite with leopard skin. That's what they've been doing. Also what the prophets, they completely covered up the images of the prophets. When you look up John the Baptist, you look up Moses, you look up Apostle Paul, you look up anybody within the scriptures, they always seem to be an Edomite. They have leopard skin. It's long, straight hair. I mean, come on, man. Esau, he covered the face of the judge of the earth. He wants to look like he's some superiority, which he isn't. So it says, for I was in Psalm 73, Psalm 73, verse 3, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands on their death, but the strength is firm. Yeah, getting that in the CSB. It says, they have an easy time until they die, and their bodies are well fed. Yeah, because that's how it is for these rich, wealthy people in power. Which, again, these elite international bankers, they have an easy time, man. They're chilling. They have all the money. They got trillions of dollars. It said, and their bodies are well fed. Yeah, they never have to worry about going hungry. They never have to worry about the next day. I mean, they're obviously scared because we're the Israelites out here, teaching the downfall of this kingdom, and they're scared. That's why they're pushing even harder, moving quicker, because Satan knows that he has but a short time. So he's moving quicker for his agenda because this devil's scared. But the point is, they got trillions. They're not suffering like our people are suffering. Verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah, they're not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Yeah, and they can do anything basically to cause all this destruction and chaos on the earth. And they can put these certain laws in effect, and they don't get in trouble for it. Esau as a whole, the whole court system is in favor for them. That's why you see an Israelite going to the court system, you get 10 times the sentence as an Edomite would. If the Edomite even gets a sentence at all, you might even get let off for the same crime. Then the Jake, the Israelite, will get 10 times the sentence. As well as, just other things. These guys are able to get away with a lot of stuff. So they're not in trouble like as other men. As neither are they plagued like other men. Verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Yeah, because, again, they're not in trouble. They're in the rulership. They're in their power. They run the earth currently because, again, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The Lord is letting, Esau rule because why? He's in his blessing right now currently that Isaac gave unto him. It says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Yeah, going just everywhere, man. They set up their military bases in all these other nations. They're able to cause wars and set up propaganda in order to raid these other nations, other resources, and have control over them. Esau, he's completely proud. It says verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. Yeah, these devils have everything. Again, and that goes back to the blessing that Isaac gave unto Esau, that he will have the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth. So, he'll have all the resources, all the gold, all the wealth. He'll have all the power. They got everything. It says they have more than heart could wish. So it's things that they have that you've never even seen before. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Yeah, going back. This is just one of the many things, man, the grievous things that, but again, these elites, Esau's pushing for. Like, come on, man. You wake up every single day and then it's a new, just more bullshit that comes out. Like this right here. Saying that they want to do away with meat and move everybody to a plant-based diet. So going back to this article, it says, skip it down. It says, although the FAO claims the meat industry is harming the planet with its nitrogen and methane emissions, the jury is still out on this question, and researchers have found that methane actually traps heat in the atmosphere and forms cooling clouds that offset surface warming, meaning that livestock farming could actually be cooling the planet. Yeah, and again, that's the natural way. Farming, the Lord, hey man, created farming. He intended for there to be agriculture and farming on the land and cattle and all that. And, livestock, sheep, lamb. He already intended all of that. That's a natural way. But again, you got Esau, he's being the demon, the devil that he is. He's going to try to ban it. It says, ahead of the conference, Bloomberg News reported, nations that overconsume meat will be advised to limit their intake, while developing countries where underconsumption of meat adds to a prevalent nutrition challenge, we will need to improve the livestock farming. The criticism began to pile up almost immediately, with lawyer and journalist Gordon Chang pointing out the WHO's connections to the Chinese Communist Party. He wrote on X, Tedros and the WHO should be paying attention to China's biological weapons programs, including the Chinese genetic drugs. Instead of pontificating on matters outside their scope of responsibility. Other critics accused Tedros of hypocrisy, such as Dr. Kat Lindley, who wrote, I wonder what plant-based delicacy he eats every day. Is he eating insect snacks when he's hungry? I suspect the answer is no. Sometimes I listen to his words and just wonder, what did we do to deserve this nonsense? Exactly, and that all goes back that because the laws and the decrees that Esau pushes is completely grievous. You wake up the next day, it's another grievous law. Like, come on, man. How does the devil even think about putting out a law like this? This is completely like, and then, you're like, damn, like, again, because Esau, he's saying, the physical counterpart is saying, we already know that, saying he's always going to do stuff that gets in the way. It's just annoying and pestering. And that's exactly what Esau's doing. So it's really not a surprise. And yeah. Yeah, and going back to that point, you think this guy who's up there, Tedros, he's going to be eating, insects and plant-based crap. And also you have that movie called Soylent Green, which is basically, within that movie, you had a plant-based food that was basically going around, and then within the movie it turned out to be humans. So who knows what this plant-based stuff is that they're giving us. I mean, it's already some reports, what that actually is. You can go ahead and do the research yourself, but it's obviously something just completely, again, vile and just disgusting. This Psalm chapter 37:1, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be grievous," or it says, "neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." Yeah, so hey, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers." Yeah, so don't worry about these guys. What Esau and what they're pushing for, because hey, at the end of the day, it's all privacy. Esau's gonna come down with a hammer, come down with great wrath. But what? It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." Yeah, because Yahweh Shai is coming soon to take down this devil. It's a lot of things, even though Esau says that, by this year, we're going to make sure we have this in place and blah, blah, blah. We want to make sure. Hey, Esau isn't going to accomplish everything. Can he get close to it? Yeah, maybe. But every single thing on Esau's agenda, including his NWO, he's not going to accomplish it. He's not going to accomplish every single one. But anyways, we already know it's going to get real bad out here. It's going to be chaos. All hell's going to break loose. So we expect that. But what? Esau won't be able to fulfill his ultimate agenda, which is that NWO. You might get a little bit, a little taste of it. But he's never going to fully fulfill it. Why? Because Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, he's going to send back his son Yahweh Shai, to take down Esau, to stop him from his wickedness and his transgressions, and then also take down these other nations. And by set up his people, the Israelites, over everyone. Over, all these other nations, because we already know that Lord will set Israel over all other nations. Because why? Because the children of Israel are the Lord's people. They're the chosen ones. It says, Psalm chapter 37:1, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut off like the grass, and wither as the green herb." Yeah, exactly, man, because Esau can be cut down like the grass, man. So yeah, I believe that's a point in the article. It says, to finish it off, it says, "Others felt he had taken a puzzling stance for an African person, with South African scientist Tim Noakes commenting, Tedros must know that there is a widespread protein malnutrition in Africa, and the goal of his organization should be to reverse that, not to make it worse. Instead, what he really wants to do is to give Africa more." You see the word right there, VA-double-Lexus. "One reason why he comes to visit my neck of the woods." So it also says, as alarming as the WHO's demands are, there are some C groups that are taking the insanity even further. For example, the C40 Cities C leadership group. And you see the word right there. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. Because, Esau's coming down, trying to take down our videos if we say one little buzzword. So it says, which is a globalist organization composed of almost 100 cities around the world, wants to completely eradicate the consumption of both meat and dairy by 2030. So, again, while basically everyone is eating, because, again, that's what they want to push. They want everyone to be eating insects and plant-based stuff and fake food, while they have all the real food. They got all the best cattle. They got the real fruit, the non-GMO, organic food. They got all that stored up, and they got these nice, lush farms going. While they want everyone else to eat trash and garbage and insects and plant-based crap. This is the society we live in, man. And these are the people who are ruling over us. And day by day, Esau's revealing himself, coming out with these grievous laws, and just showing himself to be the wicked. Like who again, who has this mindset to want to do shit like this? The question is the physical counterpart of Satan himself. That's who would do it, which is again the Edomites. So it's Proverbs chapter 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. To read again, Proverbs chapter 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Yeah, so when the righteous are in authority, for example, when King Solomon was in authority for the 40 years of peace, well, everyone was rejoicing. Even the other nations around King Solomon were rejoicing. They were coming on to King Solomon, bringing him gifts and inquiring of his wisdom. And again, it was just a peaceful time period. The Israelites were rejoicing within that period. But compare that time, this time that we're in right now, everyone's mourning, everyone's stressed out. Our people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Latinos, were the stressed out and oppressed out of all other nations on this planet Earth. So, we're catching it the most, and we've been catching it the most ever since, 1492 and 1619. And, basically whenever, or again, these time periods that Esau came up against us and oppressed us and put us in slavery. So what? The people are mourning, man, and not only us, even these other nations are mourning, being under this devil. Got to work these jobs, these jobs that really take you nowhere. You got to breathe in this defiled, this polluted air. You got to eat this defiled food. Even if you do buy organic, hey, the stuff that you get in the store, man, all that is basically garbage. Even though, again, you're doing better, and if you can buy, organic food and better food, yeah, go. That's the best choice. But again, it's all poison. But again, we gotta pick the better poison, right? We gotta do our best. But still, hey, everything's the fall, man. That's the point. Life really shouldn't be like this. So when the righteous are in authority, once Yahweh Shai comes back to take down these other nations, to take down Esau and set up his people to rule. And keep in mind, once Yahweh Shai comes back, the Israelites, he's going to say the elect Israelites, they're going to receive their perfect bodies, and the second covenant will kick in, and we're going to be able to rule over all these other nations with a rod of iron, and governing them by the law, statute, and commandments of the Bible, the Holy Bible. And the earth is going to go back in its righteous state. The air is not going to be polluted anymore. The food and water, you're not going to have to worry about, paying just, because again, we're going to put these other nations in slavery. But concerning our people, we're not going to have to work anymore. The Israelites aren't going to have to work. We're not going to have to pay taxes and catch hell, being under Esau and being oppressed. No, we're not going to have to go through that. So we're going to be rejoicing. And even these other nations will be rejoicing compared to this dump that we're in currently. So it says, Psalm chapter 2:1, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Yeah, why did they imagine a society, Esau? Why did Esau imagine a society where the masses are eating plant-based insects, or just plant-based diet in insects? Basically they get to eat all the nice food, and they basically get to hoard the real food for themselves. Why did Esau imagine a society like that? It's crazy. Why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? And this is just one of the many things that Esau delights in and just delights thinking about and planning within his meetings. This is just one of the many unrighteous decrees and agendas that Esau is going for. But yeah, I believe that's his point, man. Ultimately, we need Yahushua. Hey, we need Yahushua to come back, to take down Esau and take down these other nations. Because, again, this devil Esau has had his time to rule, and he completely messed it up. He completely messed up the earth. And look at the damage that he's done to the Lord's people, the Israelites. So without a doubt, Yahushua is going to come back. They take down Esau. And they judge him. Ultimately, Esau is going to receive Obadiah chapter 1 and 18. Go ahead and read that for yourself. So, Lord's way, brothers, are the edified. Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakwadash, Brakathum. Shalom.